Hi, my name is Valeria, and today I'm going to be walking you through my deployment project, which is automation of file transfer process. Overall purpose of this project is automate the transfer of the files between two different SFTPs and have it run on schedule. So this is a diagram of high-level design. As shown on the diagram, the orchestration of my workflow is initiated by the EventBridge scheduler, which allows the process to run on schedule independently. The central component of this workflow is step function, which consists of two lambdas. The first lambda, known as file transfer lambda, and it acts as a trigger for send email lambda. The AWS Serviceless Application Model, AWS SAM, extends AWS CloudFormation to simplify the development and deployment. The step function is deployed to AWS Cloud using AWS CloudFormation templates. So CloudFormation serves as an architectural blueprint. It provides the templates to orchestrate the creation and configuration of step function within the AWS Cloud environment. That's the detail level design of functionalities of my lambdas, but it's not that important. That's directory structure of my project. So it's organized in two main folders. I have lambdas folder and stacks folder. Lambdas folder holds all the necessary classes, methods, and lambda handlers for both of my lambdas, which is send email lambda and transfer files lambda. And stacks folder has file transfer workflow directory, which is the name of the stack to be deployed. It contains my CloudFormation templates. Also, there is a makefile in the root directory, which is used for deployment. Important thing to note here is that stack is an important concept. A stack is a collection of AWS resources that is managed as a single unit. It represents the infrastructure and services required to run a particular application or workload. Stacks are defined using YAML or JSON templates, which specify the AWS resources and relationship between them. Lambdas are basically regular functions, except they utilize lambda handler. They can receive an event, and also they utilize logger for logs to be visible in CloudWatch. After you have the functionalities of your lambdas in place, we need to create two different templates. So we'll start with template.yaml. So that basically defines all the resources that need to be created. In my case, I have transfer files function. This is where I specify the URI to the code where my functionality lives. And also here, I allow my function to access the secret manager. So I store my secrets in the secret manager. So in my case, these are SFTP credentials. And I create send email function. Also, I specify the URI to where it lives, and I give it a name. Now I create my state machine, which is the step function. So these are resources that the step function has access to, which are two of my lambdas. And also here, I allow the step function to use these resources. And this is where, this is the path to my second template that needs to be created. And that template is basically just gonna specify the order in which those resources are gonna get executed. Here I create my EventBridge scheduler. And this is my expression, like how often it has to run, in what time zone. And also this is the target, like this is my state machine that's gonna get invoked by this scheduler. After we created our first template, we're ready to move on to the second one, which is .sl.json file. So basically it specifies the workflow of the state machine and the order of the tasks to be executed. In my case, the workflow starts with the move file state, which invokes transfer files function to perform file transfer. If there are any errors during file transfer, the workflow retries up to 3 times. And if the error persists, it moves on to assemble failure email payload state, which basically creates the parameters for email notification. And then after all, it's going to move on to send an email function. It's going to invoke my send email function lambda. And on success, it's going to end. To deploy this, I created makefile in the root directory. It basically includes targets for tasks like building, packaging, and deploying application. Here's an example. To deploy stack, I have to run the command make deploy stack, name of my stack, and name of my project. And if everything went through, then you can access AWS console and you will see all of your resources created. This is from the AWS console, and this is my step function. Thanks everyone for watching.